Hello everybody, here we are again with Minecraft. I was trying to decide what I actually wanted to do, and I finally just came to ow, asshole. Go fuck yourself. Ow! Douchebag! Ow! Spider! Asshole. Thank you. Give me uno momento. My thing is kinda loud. There we go. Okay, much better. Back to game! Oh, creepers. Oh my god, why? Oh, no. Oh! No, Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Oh, no! That wasn't what I was trying to do. Ow. Ow. Assholes. Seriously, I'm trapped in a pond with a zombie as a skeleton attacks me from the sky. Or from the thing. You're a cheap asshole. Fucking die. Douchebag. Bleh. Assholes. Look at other horses. Why is that one skeleton not burning to death? Oh, there he goes. I was gonna say, why is he not burning to death? Everybody else is burning to death. Why am I holding arrows? The fuck? Oh, the skeleton died, that's what. I was gonna say, what the fuck was that shit? I see a piggy. I see a sheepy, too. And a squid. Hello, Mr. Squid. So, my work adventure today was... And I have to tell you this because it bothered me to the point of... It honestly felt like somebody was hitting me upside the head with a sledgehammer. Not literally, but, like... Okay, let me tell you this. Explain. I work 3 to 11 shift at a hotel. Of course, you guys know that by now. And I had these guests call me. I had told my friend Joe and my friend Nikki. Of course, you guys would know them from Town of Salem. Well, you would know Joe from more than just Town of Salem, as him and Sarah play Starbound with me. Anyway, so I have these guys. I have this woman. She calls me and she asks me about our jacuzzi suites. Basically, the jacuzzi suites, in a nutshell, is a room with it has a whirlpool tub and either at least ours has a king bed and possibly 2 king beds, but the 1 to 2 king beds is more expensive, of course. They were asking for, of course, a single bed, and as she calls me and she asks about it, and she then asks if they can come see it, which we have no problem with people coming to view our rooms. We have people who do it all the time, especially people who are getting group reservations and they want to know what the rooms are going to look like before they rent them, especially if they're renting them, if they're big group reservations. They want to know what the room comes in so they can tell whoever's coming with them what they're getting, you know, which is understandable. Well, this woman calls, and she wants to know if she can see it. So she comes in, and she sees it, which is only about, I would say, 5 minutes away. Like 5-10 minutes. She wasn't apparently that far away, because she called me, and then not that long later, not that much later, she ended up, like, she was there wanting to see the room. So it's her and her husband. They come in, and she's like, I'm the one who called about the room, about the jacuzzi suite. I'm like, okay. So I give them a key to go look at the room. And they come back, and they ask if they can get that room because they turned on the heat because they want it to be nice and warm when they go in. I was like, yeah, sure, if that's the room you want, that's perfectly fine. Which we have people who, when they see a room, they want to know if they can get that room, because that's the room that they like, that's the room that they saw. Which, I don't blame them. That's the room you saw, that's the room you like, and you want to make sure that you get what you looked at. Which usually, all rooms are basically the same. So as I'm getting ready to basically check him in and stuff, the guy tells me as he's giving me his ID, and at least where I live, there is this, instead of giving it the license to you right away, they give you a paper. They give you a paper until your license is mailed to you. Which is fine, whatever. That's the way that the BMV works, at least here. So, the guy gives me the paper. He's like, yeah, I had to renew my license today because it's my birthday. And it was like a very subtle, slight hint of he wanted something, and you could tell he wanted something because he had mentioned that it was his birthday. And I was like, oh. So I continue to check him out, and the wife just quite blatantly asks me, do you guys give discounts for birthdays? And I tell her, no. I don't know if all hotels do or don't, but we don't give discounts for birthdays. It's very nice that it's your birthday, but we don't give people anything for it. I don't know if all hotels are... I don't know if all hotels are like that, but with ours, we don't. Anyway, so I'm like, no, I'm very sorry, we don't. And then the wife goes, well, do you give drinks or something for birthdays? And then the husband adds, it doesn't have to be alcoholic. And I was like, no, we don't give drinks out for birthdays. Oh. Do you guys give anything for birthdays? And I was like, no, I'm very sorry, but we don't. It was in a much nicer tone, but it kind of bothered me that they were asking. And it was literally, I was explaining this to Joe, I was like, it was literally like somebody, them being subtle about how they were asking me about the discounts was like hitting me upside the head with a sledgehammer with how subtle they were being. It was very apparent that they wanted a discount, or they wanted something free. And I already have issues with people who get free stuff, and people who try their hardest to get discounts and free things. I don't agree with them, and it bothers me when people do it. I've worked in customer service for over 7 years, so I've run into people who are just unpleasant to deal with. Like when I was a server at a restaurant, I was also working as a hostess. When I was working as a hostess one day, I had somebody who, on our Kids Eat Free Tuesdays, I had somebody who, when I had seated them, she was unpleasant, but I didn't say anything. Her daughter seemed nice enough, quiet, but I didn't say anything. And then at the end of the meal, after they had seated and eaten, they came up to pay, and she basically threw the receipt at me, and she goes, "Take my daughter's meal off." And to warn you, what the fuck was that? Our Kids Eat Free. The stipulation is you have to purchase an adult entree, and I don't know if they changed it since then. It has to be an adult entree, and you have to buy something off the kids menu to get it free. That's basically... There's a lot of sheep this way. There's a lot of flowers too. Let's go up this way. That's basically the rule of thumb, is that it has to be off the kids menu, and you have to buy an adult meal to get it. Most people understand this it's Kids Eat Free, which means it would have to be off the kids menu. This was the first time I've ever had an issue with it. Usually it's people basically are just, it's self-explanatory. Well, when this woman had basically thrown her receipt at me and demanded that I take off her daughter's meal, I looked at it and I couldn't find a kid's meal anywhere. There was nothing for me to take off. And I asked her, I'm like, "Did your daughter get a kid's meal?" I'm like, "Did your daughter get this meal right here?" "Yes." And I politely told her, "I'm very sorry, but your daughter has to get a kid's meal to apply for the Kids Eat Free." She threw a conniption fit at me. Like, she couldn't believe, "What do you mean? It didn't say it anywhere." And I very politely pointed to the sign, and like, it says it right here. "No one reads that. I didn't even see that. That's ridiculous." Mind you, it said it on... It also says... Mind you, it also said it on the kids menu everywhere. Like, we had it everywhere that you have to buy an adult meal and a kid's meal off the kids menu for it to qualify. This woman was throwing it. She couldn't believe it. This was ridiculous. She demanded that I take her daughter's meal off. And when I pointed out the sign, "This is false advertising. This is false advertising. I didn't see that. This is ridiculous. I demand you take it off." She was basically being very unpleasant. "If you don't take it off, I'm gonna sue you. My husband's a lawyer." Later, when I was telling somebody about this, they were like, she couldn't have gotten her husband involved. Anyway, he couldn't have been... I'm not sure how true this is. I'm not a lawyer. I've never been to law school. Keep that in mind. So if you guys want to tell me the truth or how it really is... But somebody had told me that because it's his family, he wouldn't have been able to take the case because it would be... I can't remember how they phrased it. Basically, it would be confrontational because it's basically confrontational because it's it gets in the way of everything because it's his family. It's something that, because it's his family, he wouldn't have been able to take the case. Is basically what it is. I don't know how true that is. I don't know any professional lawyers, so I have no idea. Anyway, this lady was basically threatening to sue the company. Oh shit! Was basically threatening to sue the company because she wanted her daughter's meal taken off and I was refusing. So I go in back. Like, I wasn't even going to deal with her. I go in back to our manager at the time, and I'm like, this woman is throwing a fit because her daughter didn't get a kid's meal. Because her daughter's meal can't be taken off. I'm like, what do you want me to do about it? And he says, just take it off. Which, if it was my other manager, she would have probably gone up there and either talked to her and offered to take it, discounted price or whatever. He just said, just take it off. Which I was kind of upset about because she was being very unpleasant and basically threatening to sue a company because she's not getting her way. So I just couldn't believe it. She was so unpleasant. And I had run into this woman before. Like, this wasn't the first time that I had seated her at a restaurant. She had come in either the week before or 2 weeks before that. And she was as unpleasant as she was when she talked to me that time. So excuse me. So it was just like extremely. So it was just she was just so unpleasant. No, it's like she was, and I basically went over there. I took the meal off, and I said my manager allowed me to take it off, and she was like, "Good." Like, she deserved to get it taken off because, oh shit, oh, you know, and it's just, I have a thing against people who just try their hardest to get stuff for free for no reason. You know? And it just bothers me so much. That's why when I go out to restaurants or I'm in a grocery store, you know, anything like that, I try my damnedest. Holy shit. Oh my god. I try my damnedest to be. Oh, no, no. Come on, go. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Run away. Oh, come on. Get. Oh my god, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. It's like I try my damnedest to be polite, nice. Because I've been in situations of working in customer service where I've just dealt with unpleasant people. I've dealt with a woman who was giving me a hard, when I worked at a grocery store, I had a woman who was giving me a hard time about the alcohol and that it wasn't the price she wanted it to be. Which, that one, she was just as unpleasant, and she was yelling at me how I needed to hurry up because she had to pick up her children. She went to the grocery store before she had to pick up her kids, and when she came into my line, I was a cashier at the time, telling me how I need to hurry up because, oh shit, ow, son of a, die, mother, oh look, Mr. Enderman, god damn it, who's hitting arrows at me now? Oh no, shit, I think I pissed off the Enderman. Ow, 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 oh shit, I did piss him off, oh fuck, no. Oh my god! No, no. Ow! Shit! I was killed by an Enderman. Fuck. Let's see, what do I have in here? Oh, I have stone stuff. Do I have any iron? I have pork. That kind of works. Oh, yes. Awesome. Anyway, so this lady comes through my line. This lady comes through my line, and she basically all but... I'm ringing up her stuff, and the wine comes up as the wrong price. And she was like, "No, that's not what it's supposed to be. The price is supposed to be this much. There's a sign for it." And it's kind of known that if it's with wine, since it can be mistaken for, since it has like Pinot Grigio, and it can be the same brand, but it's a different, technically, type. Like, the brand may be the same as the sale, but the type isn't what's on sale. And this was one of those cases. The one she wanted wasn't the one that was on sale. And instead of reading the full sales tag, and because I worked in a grocery store, I know what I'm looking for now. You know? So I asked the bagger who's basically sitting at the end of my thing, I'm like, "Hey, can you go look for this? Can you go look up the price?" So they do, and they're looking it up really, like, they're really, really trying to find it for this woman. And the woman, as I go back to ringing up her stuff, she gets very upset again because the beer rang up at the wrong price. This isn't the right price. And I'm like, and I was very nice, and I was like, "Okay, wait till my bagger comes back, and I'll have them run and look at the price for the beer." She marches off, goes to the price tag. Literally, she ripped down the whole tag for the beer and threw it at me. So since she was right, and I matched the cereal tags for between the beer that she was buying and the thing, I had to call my manager over and explain to her that this was coming up at the wrong price. My manager changed it. And my bagger comes back and tells me what I already knew. The one that she was getting is the wrong type. It's this type that was on sale. Well, the woman just tells me very rudely just to take it off. And how we need to hurry up because she needs to go pick up her kids from school. And I'm sitting here thinking as I'm finishing her up, that why didn't you go get your kids before and then come grocery shopping, instead of rushing to go grocery shopping and then not finding your and not having to hurry. You know, it was ridiculous. There's a reason why I'm doing this. There's an Enderman over there. Fun fact I learned from one of my friends, you put a jack-o'-lantern on your head, you can actually go up to an Enderman and look at his face. But I just couldn't believe, like, I've run into all kinds of people. So when I go to stores where people have to take care of me, like restaurants or grocery stores or anything like that, I try to be really, really nice and really, really understand, because I've been in that. I've been in that situation of on the other receiving end of people's rudeness. And it's not fun. You know, it's not fun at all. I've had a guy very loudly tell how I rang it up at the wrong price because our department that puts on whether or not something's on sale put it over the price tag, and it's still, our scanner still picked it up and rang it as the other price. And the guy got mad and in a very loud voice said how he couldn't believe I rang it up at this price while I'm standing there ringing up his groceries. And he was telling it to the back. It's like, really? Do you people have no self-respect? It's like, and I love reading this website. It's called notalwaysright.com, where it's basically all of these kind of stories of people who work in customer service and they have to deal with customers, maybe not on a daily basis, but a good chunk of the time, and how ridiculous their requests can get. You know? And some of the stories that I've read on there it's so ridiculous. I'm looking for my stuff. I can't really remember where. I can't find where I left where I died. Because I was going to get my stuff back.